Alright, this is Mr. Frank, and we are going to be making the creature amps. First thing that you need to do is load Autodesk Inventor. We should know how to do that, but if you don't, Start menu, make sure you go to All Programs, find Autodesk, and then find Autodesk Inventor 2016. You want to open a new file. It's just going to be a standard .ipt part file. Create. You have to wait. What you need to do at this moment is start a new sketch. We always want to draw on the XY plane. And from here, we are going to make the back of our creature amp. Now, we're just going to make this in a rectangular shape, not in the unique design that we're going to make in the future. We're just going to make the 3 parts in the standard rectangular shape. So this is going to be a 11 inches wide by 9 inches tall by 0.75 inches deep. So I'm going to go ahead and click here. Remember, you can dimension. So click on the left line, click on the right line, drag it down or up, doesn't matter. We don't want them inside the box though. We're going to make that 11. Now it's disappeared. That's because I'm zoomed too far in. I need to zoom out. We'll now make it from the bottom to top over here, 9 inches. There we go. So I've got the 11 by 9 inch rectangle. I'll finish sketch. Remember, if I am going too fast for you, please pause this video as needed. I will zoom in or zoom out. I will extrude. Now sometimes you may see it look like this. You need to make sure that you click on that arrow button. We want to change this to 0.75. This right here is our 3D view of the back of our speaker. I'm going to click OK. Sometimes I may need to still click that square. I, just for fun, so I can see this, am going to make this a color. Maybe we'll have this as a blue color. That's fine. You can mess around with the color if you have some extra time. And that's all we need for the back. Please go up to the I button. You can save as, and save this as not just part 1, but save it as creature amp. And I think I already have this saved, and that's what we'll do. Alright. Alright. So now, that is our back. We need to make the front. If you look at the model that I've shown you in class, the front part has eyes in it, so we need to make circles. We are not going to start a new sketch. We are going to start a new part file. So we need to go to New, another new part. Now, if you are in my 7th grade, we have not done assemblies yet. All 3 of these parts that we're going to make, the front, back, and middle, are going to be put together into assembly. So again, start new sketch, XY plane. I'm going to make that rectangle again. I'm going to make it a little different. Rather than clicking the dimensions, you can see that the blue line at the blue box there, 3.83883, is highlighted. I can just type 11 in there, click Tab, and zoom out. You'll see what it did. It automatically made it 11 and locked it in. I'm going to put 9, Enter, and it automatically pops that up for me. I did not have to actually enter the dimensions and click this dimension tool. So I'm going to, there's a few ways we can do this. I am going to just finish sketch, zoom out again, extrude, 0.75 like our other box, and now I need 2 circles that are going to be the eyes. I'm going to right click this and new sketch. Notice that the new sketch came up right here, sketch 2. If I click on sketch 1, that is where we did our original 11 by 9 square, but we want to be in sketch 2. I'm going to use the circle tool. I'm not going to necessarily care where I'm putting these right now. I'm just going to put them in here anywhere, because that may depend on your design. They may go in a certain position. But we're going to dimension the actual circle to be 2.5 inch in diameter. Now, to lock these in the place that you want it to be in, based on your design, what you would do is use dimension again, and from the circle, click on that. We don't want the diameter again. We want how far it is away from that outer edge. So if I wanted that in there, maybe I wanted it in there 2.75 away. I can put that. Showed it right there. Yours may be different. You have to remember that. Do the same thing for this one, 2.75. So that dimensioned it from the edges. Now how about from the top or the bottom? I do the same process again. Click on that circle, click on there. Maybe I want this to be 3. I think this already locked it into that spot right there, so I'll actually have to undo that constraint in a second. I'm going to do this on the top, and we're going to make that just 3.5. Not 1.5, 3.5. And it'll move it up. Now, if you have something like this, where it's already constrained right there, I'm going to have to take that constraint off. I'll show you how to do that personally. But right now, we're going to just finish that sketch. And we're not going to do whole, even though we may think we want to. We're going to just extrude. And I want to cut through, so I change it to cut. The distance is going to be all. I'm going to select both. So I had to select both of them. I selected both of the holes, and I clicked OK. So this will be the front of our creature amp. So you can go up to the eye again, and you can click Save As. Front of creature amp. I've made these all before, so that's what those files are. So now we've got a front and a back. You may also change the color again up here using these tools. In the next video, you will learn how to make the middle, which is a little bit more complicated because you need to actually have the measurements for your phone that's going to be in the middle, and you will need the measurements for where the speaker is at on your phone. That's something we'll talk about in the next video. So, good luck with creating the front and back of your creature amp.